We are here in Howard City, Michigan with the family of Katie Botts. Can you tell us a little bit about Katie?
Well, Katie, she had the biggest heart of any person I ever met in my life. If you got her laughing a little bit, it would make you laugh so hard you couldn't breathe, because she wouldn't be able to breathe either, and it was just like a connection thing between us. It was pretty awesome, and there's a lot of things, it's been so long that I don't remember, quite clearly about my little sister, but she was a very kind, loving person, and I know it was my little sister, but I looked up to her for that because she had a bigger heart than I did. And it was awesome. I picked on my little sister quite a bit, when we were growing up. I was a little bit older than her, and she just took it like a champ, and she didn't ever try to beat me up or nothing, So, there's so many memories that I have of us going sledding down the neighbor's hill at midnight, and just all kinds of things that stick out in my mind when I think about my little sister. And she loved her parents very well. She was a dentist technician, or she went to school to help out in the dentist's office. I know that. And things were going great in that until she got married. And after she got married, things kind of went downhill from there. I don't really know why she got married or how that ever ended up to be, but as far as I know, she married a Mexican guy that got legalized through their marriage. His name is Juan Lopez. Been in contact with him a little bit after Katie's disappearance, but he was a little bit different person, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Wasn't really somebody you wanted to go hang out with. My little sister, it's hard just talking about my little sister right now. She was caught up with some of the things that my older sister, Mandy, she kind of led my little sister down the wrong road. And when she went to school with the whole dentist thing and everything, she was straight as an arrow, did everything that she was supposed to do, and she was going down the right road. And like I say, after she got married, things started going downhill, and ended up losing her job. And after that, I don't know how many months after she lost her job, we ended up taking her to rehab. And when she made it all the way up until, it was a month-long time, she made it all the way up until 3 days beforehand, and she did something that the people didn't agree with, and they sent her on her way. We had to go get her, and one of the first things that her husband talked about was getting her hooked up with a methadone clinic, and that kind of cycled her back right into the same situation that she was in before, and things never got better. And about a month before my sister went missing, we went and picked her up and brought her back to my dad's house, and she was seeing demons she said they were coming after her and stuff, so I don't know exactly what that entails, what kind of things she was doing, but that was pretty much the last time I seen my little sister, and it was kind of heartbreaking, to see your little sister like that. It was pretty tough because the whole, getting her up there to the rehab thing and her not making it, and it was pretty much what I consider between two people that could be in this, mix, and that would be, she stayed at her husband's house a few nights out of the week. Once she got a plan going, then she would go stay at the drug dealer's house.
Okay.
I don't know if she would disappear for a couple weeks at a time and not contact anybody. And then when her phone would run out or anything, she would get a hold of somebody so she'd get her phone paid and everything. And she always would tell my dad that if anything ever happened to her, it was her husband. So I don't know exactly what their relationship was like and everything, but it seemed like he was trying to help her, but I don't know what was happening behind closed doors or anything, So between those two people, and I have no idea who the other person was, just know who her husband was. And so with, that being said, I didn't really do a whole lot of checking in on everything because I don't want to get caught up in any kind of mix or nothing, But I did go and scope some places out where I got information that she could have been or could be right now, and I sat outside the house all night and I never seen anything, so I don't really know much more to say. My little sister was the world.
So how long was she out of rehab before she went missing?
I want to say about 4 or 5 months.
Okay. Now you said she was married. How was that relationship to your knowledge?
Whenever I was around, they always seemed to communicate well, and they knew, exactly what the other one was going through and everything, and it was hard on him and it was hard on her for what she was doing, and there was another girl that was living with them when I would go give her a ride somewhere or anything. There was another girl living there, and she said that she had a boyfriend, but she was always there. She never went anywhere else. And now, after my little sister is missing, she still lives with Juan.
Okay.
So I don't know.
How long were they married prior to her disappearance?
Maybe 2-3 years.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay. And you said there was another woman living there at the time.
Yeah.
Did the police ever interview them?
I don't know if they interviewed her. I'm sure they interviewed him.
Okay. Do you know what he said about it?
I have no clue.
Okay. Now, did she have a vehicle or?
She had a vehicle all the way up until a little while before she went to rehab, and
Okay.
She got into a car accident or something, and it just wasn't a very good car anymore.
Gotcha.
So,
Did she have her phone or any personal belongings with her when she disappeared?
knowing my little sister, she would have had her phone and her purse and whatnot, but she didn't really take a whole lot with her.
Okay. Do you know if the police ever pinged her phone?
I do know that there was, when I started researching everything on it, the last place that they said that the phone pinged was on State Road by the airport. It'd be, I think would still be Lansing. It might be DeWitt, but it's right on the edge right there somewhere. And then that got taken down off the internet. If you look, it's no longer there.
Okay.
So I got that marked on my phone, and then they said the last place the ping was it was either Flint or Grand Rapids or something.
Okay. Do you know if any of those areas were ever searched?
I didn't go out and look next to the airport because I didn't think that was a very good idea. I did drive down the roads and kind of look from the car, but I didn't really do any.
Do you know if the police did anything with it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because I didn't keep very good in contact with the police because it was hard to get a hold of them, and there's so many missing people that they, after a month or so, they kind of put her on the back burner, and
right.
So.
Question from public. They said, was she with anyone when she disappeared?
I do not know that if she was with anybody.
With her sister.
She was with her sister?
You know, that's what my sister said, but my sister said 3 different things, and
Yeah.
no, my sister is no longer alive, so.
Okay.
How long did it take for a missing person report to get filed after she was missing?
I do believe a month. She would go missing for a couple weeks at a time, and then at 2 weeks, everybody got around and talked about everything and hoping that she would turn up somewhere, and she didn't. So after a week and a half, I think, after that, then my dad and her husband talked, and my dad told him that he's going to file a police report in the morning if he doesn't. So.
Okay. Do you know when she was last physically seen?
I don't know the exact date, but
okay.
They do have video of her. I want to say it's.
I have it on here. It's June 28th, 2020, last seen.
I know they have her on camera at the gas station down from where she lived.
Okay.
I don't know the exact date.
Okay. Now, who filed the police report?
Her husband.
Her husband did. Okay.
The public asked, does she have any kids?
No.
No kids, no.
Has she always lived in Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Does she have ties to any other state?
No.
No. Okay. Yes. Christian. No. You said you're not sure if the police interviewed the husband, right?
I'm not 100% sure, but when my dad and I talked to the police, we told them, what Katie said, if anything happens, then look at the husband. So I'm sure that he has been questioned on a lot of things, and he was the last one to be around her,
right.
so.
Do you know why she would say that?
I am not 100% sure. The guy's a mechanic, and he knows a lot of bad people, I guess. I don't know how to say that.
Right.
Is just connected with a lot of bad people, so I don't know.
Courtney asked a kind of a tough question. I don't really understand her question, but I'll state it. It says, did anyone talk to the dealer, police, or family? I don't really understand that one.
Did the police ever talk to the drug dealer?
As far as I know, I don't think so. Unless her husband gave the name of the guy. Her husband knows the name of the guy.
Okay.
Because when he was fed up or done, couldn't take anymore, or she was trying to do something different or whatever, then the drug dealer would call her husband and tell him to come get her.
Now, I did have a question. Rethink. Oh, has the husband helped in the search for her, or?
I don't really know because I haven't kept contact with him. My
Okay.
mother kept a little bit of contact better than I did.
Okay.
But I think if he would have helped out in the search a little bit, then something would have turned up a little bit more than what's on the report.
Right. So they've never found anything else.
No.
He found a vehicle that was somewhat could have been hers, but it was in her name.
They found a vehicle that was in her name.
Mm-hmm.
Where did they find that at?
In Lansing.
In Lansing.
Mm-hmm. And I'd say it wasn't her, but yeah.
How long after her disappearance did they find that?
Quite a while.
Okay. Do you know where that vehicle is now? Do the police have it, or?
It's in a trailer park, or in a trailer park.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't hers.
It wasn't hers, but it was registered to her.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that there was, I got a phone call one day when I was at work. And I just happened to answer it. We were outside getting a drink or something and answered the phone call, and a guy in Grand Rapids seen a girl that wasn't doing so good. He was at a food truck or something, and he was eating his food, and she come up to the window asking for something, and I don't remember exactly what she was asking for or what, but he give her something, and she said that her name was Katie.
Okay.
And so I don't know how he found my number or anything like that. I just know that I got the contact, and we were going to drive over there, and we ended up never going over there because the guy said that he was going to go back and look and see if he could find her and whatnot. And I asked at that time what color hair and how tall and everything, and from what I understood, it wasn't my little sister.
Okay.
What year was that?
I want to say a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
In what city?
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids? Okay.
Did she ever talk about being scared or anything?
The only thing that she talked about was if anything happened, it was her husband.
Okay. Do you know if there was ever any domestic violence in that relationship?
I'm not 100% sure on everything. I do know they bickered a little bit when we were there, but that was just because my little sister was making the wrong choices and he was trying to let her know what she needs to do and everything, you know. So.
Okay.
You had stated about that she made a statement that if anything ever happened to her, it would look at her husband. Do you know how much, when she made that statement, how much time had passed before she went missing? I don't know if I've worded that correctly.
So pretty much when she made that statement of if anything ever happened to her, it was her husband, how long after that statement did she go missing?
I do believe she told it to my dad half a dozen times throughout 6 months before she went missing.
Okay, so about once a month pretty much.
Yeah.
She was actually did she ever iterate to her father why she would make that statement, or was it just kind of like they were just maybe joking around kind of thing, or?
My little sister wasn't around him when she was saying it, so I don't think it was just what she believed in her mind. If it was going to happen, it was going to be him. So.
Good.
She called me from the drug dealer's house, and that was the last time I ever heard from her.
When was that?
It has to be right before she was gone.
Okay. So she said she was at the drug dealer's house shortly prior to her disappearance. Do you know what city that is in? Or Lansing. Okay.
We don't have to say exactly where this is at, but has there been any other missing people related in that circle?
As far as I know, no. I did hear my buddy's cousin, she got abducted by some people, and it was about drugs and everything, and she was seeing demons or ghosts or whatever it was that was trying to come after her, and they were in this house, and I don't know how she escaped, but she was able to escape and everything. And I can't remember her name right off the top of my head, but that was within a month ago.
Okay.
They asked what trailer park was her car found in Michigan.
It wasn't her vehicle. It was after her disappearance that it was registered. It ended up being registered in her name.
Okay.
What trailer park was it in?
I don't know. I had to ask her husband.
Okay.
Is he still actively trying to find her?
As far as I know, he hasn't contacted us and asked any questions or anything, so I don't think that he is.
Is there any more questions?
There's still some coming in, but
Okay.
Someone asked again, was any investigation done on her disappearance? I think you kind of touched on that, but
Was
maybe
it?
you can detail how you felt, how the police handled it all.
Okay. How do you feel the police handled her case?
I'm not really 100% sure on everything that they have done, you know. I mean, they contacted people, but it was a period of time before she come up missing, before anybody said, you know, filed a report and everything. So there wasn't a whole lot to go off of. If it would have been, a real recent thing, then maybe there would have been an object left somewhere or something that they could have found. I have no idea on that. So I think that they did what they were supposed to do. But I wasn't there looking over their shoulder, so I can't tell you exactly,
Right.
Someone asked, is there a video of who registered her vehicle? Is there a vehicle is there a video from the DMV of who registered her vehicle with her name?
I don't know, but if there is, you can see it.
Okay. So they're not sure.
I haven't gotten contact with the police about Katie's case since I heard something about the Grand Rapids thing. After I heard that, then I contacted the police and let them know that information. After that, nothing new has ever come up that I know of.
That's no new questions are coming in. They said who signed the DMV papers.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That'd be something pretty good to look into, huh?
Yeah, I would definitely pass it up to police and see if they can figure it out. Because they'll be able to find out where it was registered. And then hopefully pull
Where
some type.
and when
Yep.
and all that, yeah. Well, I do know right there towards the end of everything, my older sister kind of changed her name, was going by different names and stuff because she was in bad with some people and everything, So I don't know if that coincides with what happened to my little sister and everything.
What did she change her name to?
Amanda and Magaline, I don't know.
And was this just a name that she was going by, or was this legally she wouldn't have her name changed?
I think her middle name is Amanda. And no, she didn't.
Her name is Mandy Elise Mills.
Oh, well,
Mandy Elise Mose.
Mm-hmm.
Did she have that legally changed or?
no.
No. Okay.
It was just what she was going by on Facebook and what other people were calling her. So.
Okay. Any more questions coming in?
Where was she last seen before she went missing? And we said that was
Lansing.
About a month before she did go missing, me and my dad picked her up and took her wherever she needed to go and got her phone bill paid and all that. And then
And that was the last time you seen her?
that's the last time I seen her.
Did you have any contact over the phone with her after that, or?
I didn't know.
Okay.
I don't know if my dad or my mother did.
Okay. No more coming in?
No.
All right. So if Katie would happen to see this video, is there anything you would like to say to her?
I love you.
Thank you.
Again, if everybody can share her flyer and pass it around in hopes of bringing her home. Thank you all for tuning into this.